Alright, so I'm going to watch the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie. I have seen this trailer before, so it's really more of a breakdown video, I suppose, than a reaction video. Okay, so we open with the new MPA screen. They're no longer the MPAA. I'm not quite sure why. First part of the trailer, Jax and Sonya finding Sub-Zero. This is obviously years ago, and look at this. Freezing the gun, freezing his arms, breaking them off. Little background here with Cole, the new character. Not quite sure why they felt the need to add a new character. I sort of have mixed feelings about this dragon symbol that's on everyone, but it could definitely be a helpful plot device for explaining their abilities. Now here's the opening of the movie. I just want to say something quick. I think that this should be a bit of a build-up. I hope it's going to be a bit of a build-up so we get a bit more of an emotional impact. But the action is really, really cool. I see Kano. There's some effects in here that are just not, they're obviously not done yet. The laser, I think, should be coming out of his right eye, actually. One thing that is too bad about Kano is that he's a little small. He doesn't look quite beefy enough to be Kano. Now, to be fair, Trevor Goddard was not incredibly large in the original movie, but he had a fair bit of muscle. He was definitely a bit bulkier, I think, than this guy. So here's some effects that obviously aren't done yet, or at least they don't look done yet. I hope they're not, because this is not all that good. We've got Molina. I'm not quite sure where her teeth are, if they're going to add those in post or what. But I love the size. That's probably the thing I love most about Molina, is the fact that she uses size. I have always loved the size because I'm a big fan of Raphael. I love the Ninja Turtles. And here we've got a statue of Shao Kahn. I don't think he's actually going to be in the movie, but it's a really cool looking statue. Now here's Shang Tsung, who's looking very Kerry Tagawa, but also kind of new Shang Tsung. I'll get to that. But just the design of the violence is very Mortal Kombat 11. The whole thing is very Mortal Kombat 11, which makes sense because that's the newest game. But everything, the costumes, as I said, the design of the violence, if you look at that blood and the way it shatters as well, it's very Mortal Kombat 11 looking. Just the texture and everything looks very much like that. Get over here! Now there, when he says get over here, yeah, it's a little weak, but I'm more concerned with the fact that it's just not incredibly clear. I'm not a big fan of this logo, which is disappointing because the Mortal Kombat logo is one of my favorite pieces of graphic design ever. But this is just a little, I think the dragon's just a little bit too short. I don't really care too much for the, I guess you'd say the ears on the top of the head, the way those are done. It's just a little off. Maybe it's, I think it's also the bevel that they put on it. It's just, I'm just not a huge fan, but you know, got all this montage of people doing their finishing moves and fighting. You've got, can't seem to get it right. But when Kano does the heart rip, a lot of people say that's reptile. I don't see that. He looks a little bit more like a pig, wolf thing. Okay. So there's the Mortal Kombat trailer. I'm a lot more excited now, which happens as we get closer, and I'm probably going to get more excited as we get closer to April and more into March. I still don't think this is going to be an incredibly great movie, which is not completely unexpected, but I think it's going to look really good. The action is going to be fantastic. This is coming out on a day when I usually have the day off, and so I'm definitely going to be watching it on HBO Max when it comes out, and I hope it looks really good because HBO has not been doing that great of a job with their 4K streaming. The little things looked pretty good, I thought, so I hope they just keep on improving with it. All right, so I will be watching this on April 16th for sure. Thank you.